Hi guys, Crispo back again with another episode from my York City simulated career. We are going to try and get through transfer deadline day in this episode. We have a few things to get sorted though. Here we go. Celtic transfer offer accepted for Fraser Foster, 5 million plus for Keto. He wants 25 grand a week. We're going to offer him a 10% clean sheet bonus, a 4-year deal, and he's going to be a crucial first team player. He's going to be absolutely vital to us, is Fraser Foster. But the other thing I think we need to do is we need to get a good solid defence behind him. So I'm going to look to try and bring in at least one new central defender in this episode. We're looking at a couple of players in the last episode. We were looking at Hiram Meyer and also Thiago Mendes. We'll see if we can bring in either of those two players, as Fraser Foster has accepted his contract offer. Great news, we've managed to get rid of Fakito and also bring in a good quality goalkeeper that will hopefully give us what we need for the promotion push. Okay, Real Madrid win the Copa Europa as they beat Chelsea. Benzia hoping to break duck, and we have to worry about our Ecuadorian squad. Not too many changes I want to make, just looking at things on the first page. Okay, we don't have that many players to go through, so it's just a case of bringing in the best rated players that are available, which looks like they're all there. Yeah, that's all done. And we'll quickly check the transfers out, see what the budget allocation is. I need 25,000, I think, to sign one of the two central defenders that we want. Okay, if we move it across to 25,000, that gives us around 2.5 million transfer budget. Quickly see what we can bring in. We've got Romer, Patterson, Perez Alonso, Camacho and Lazarevic. We could look at using Romer as a Part X. Could be a potential way to go. Same with Perez Alonso, to be fair, and to some extent Patterson. He's not been in great form so far. We'll just have to see. The other potential one could be a midfielder, but we shall see what we can get sorted. We'll look to try and get in Hiram Meyer first. Approach to buy Monterrey. Okay, let's see what we can do. 2.6, and we will offer you Perez Alonso's value at 3.5. I think we'll go with the lowest valued player, which was Romer for the time being. See what they say to that deal. There we go, Romer 1.8. Yeah, we'll quickly see if we can get that sorted, I think. Although, to be fair, I was saying I've got a load of midfielders. We'll see who we have, if I can get rid of any of those. Jenkov, Hayams, Morris, Renaud and Taylor all as cam. So I've got 5 players in the cam role, and 3 of those are valued in the millions. We've got Morris at 5.5, Taylor at 6, and Hayams at 2.4. We've got Baker, Capice, Godin, Lemaire, Bueno Fuentes, Dolly, and Pavlovic in the ordinary central midfield role. I need 3 in that role, which is going to be Silva, Bueno Fuentes, and looking at potentially Baker or Pavlovic. So there are a couple of players I could look to get rid of. I think if I'm going to get rid of anyone, it's going to be Morris, as I want to keep Hayams. And Morris is 5.5 million. So, wow, there's potential, definitely some players we could look to get rid of as Part X's. Do you know what? We're going to bring this down to. Oh, didn't mean to do that. 500,000, and I think we'll go for Morris. So that's basically a 6 million deal for Mia. Hopefully, that's accepted, but you never know. We'll quickly get on with this next game, but before we do that, check the squad out. Bring in Fraser Foster into the starting 11. There we go. Form is looking not too bad for most players. Benzia is slightly out of form, which is a worry. Who can we bring in? Anyone? Got Lemaire, not really. I'll try Benzino in that cam role. He's a good forward. I don't know why I can't get it to click with him. Well, we shall see what we can do. Barnsley are the draw specialists. They have drawn their last 3 games, 2-2, 1-1 and 1-1. Okay, they draw this game 1-1 as well. Silver with the goal for York and Stones with a late equaliser for Barnsley. Okay, it's not too bad. We're unbeaten in our last 3 games. We beat Bristol City, I think it was, and drew with Hull, and now we're drawn with Barnsley. So we're not doing too bad. Monterey transfer offer unacceptable. We cannot go ahead with the deal because we are not interested in the player you have included in this deal, and the cash amount on its own is not enough. If you're willing to make a new offer, we will reconsider. Okay, so you don't want Morris. Camacho, Perez Alonso. Do I go for Camacho? Shall I don't really want to get rid of Benzia for me. That's just too much. If I'm going to get rid of Benzia, it needs to be part X for another striker. You know what? We'll go with Romero, I think. He's 1.8, and we'll offer 2.5. So that's a 4.3 million deal. Hopefully that gets accepted, and we'll get the schedule moved on a couple of days. Hopefully we hear back from Monterey, or we hear from another club interested in one of our players. I tell you what, let's quickly do a search for a striker. Minimum rating 75. I tell you what, no, we'll make it 80. 25 grand a week wage, and we'll see who we get. I'm just thinking of potentially a swap deal with Benzia because he's just not clicking for us. No results. Wow, okay, no one rated 80, so we'll have to drop it down to 75. I don't want to spend more than £25,000 a week on wages. I think for a club like York City, that's a realistic budget right now. Johnny Russell, Kenwyn Jones, but he's 31. Sigurdsson, no one really, so we'll leave it for now. I need to concentrate on defence, I think. Hopefully Benzia will come good sooner or later. But we have some news. Monterey, unacceptable. We are not interested in the player. Okay. And we have a couple of players leaving on international duty. Wow, Fraser Foster for England. Let's see if we can go... Do I go back for Mayer or do I go for... I don't really want Bennett, so we'll go for Thiago Medeiros. Okay, we can't afford a 3.6 outright. You know what? We'll see if we can get rid of Remer again. Shall we? I should do Morris. Could just do a straight swap deal, you know. They wanted a load. I think that's potentially going to be too much, but we're going to get Medeiros, and that's going to be around a 6-7 million deal for Medeiros. Well, we have a Capital One Cup game coming up against what looks like Doncaster, as Flamengo have accepted the offer for Morris and 1.5 million. We are getting rid of a midfielder which we potentially didn't need. We do have adequate cover in there, and we're going to get a good quality central defender in. So it's a deal. Yes, I'm potentially overstretching, but I think it's a deal we need to make. Okay, Taylor is in a bit of form, so he can come into the team. Other than that, we seem to be in not too bad form, not the greatest, but we could be in worse form, and we have been in worse form. Okay, Doncaster in the Capital One Cup. They beat Gillingham in the last round 2-1. Hopefully we can get through to the next round in this with a good win. Okay, 1-0 win. Canteros with a goal in the 67th minute. And Shaw, Soriano and Moreno Fuentes all came on. Thiago Medeiros has accepted the contract offer. That's great news. I wonder if I could do a straight swap. Okay, it was a deadline day deal as well. We'll see if we can sell anyone first of all. Hiram Meyer is the one I'd like to bring in. Although, to be fair, there is De Silva, Perez. How much do you want wages? You want 9,000 a week. Potentially too much. But we do have that option. We can look to bring you in if it gets to a couple of hours before the deadline. Anyone else we can bring in? Avalar, not really. Adam Charles, he wants 7,000 a week. Avalar, how much do you want? You want 6,000 a week. I think that I'm just going to be bringing those players just for necessity rather than anything else. We don't really need to. Didn't mean to do that, so we'll get transfer deadline day on with. Move forward a couple of hours as soon as we can. Hopefully we get a player sold. I think I did overstretch. The more I think about it, I did overstretch to get Thiago Medeiros, as we were transfer offering from Mohamed Bassam. 200,000 is what he's valued at. That's what Leicester have offered. You can have him gladly. Yeah, the more I think about the Medeiros deal, I paid 7 million for him. I should have offered a bit less money. Okay, as Bassam is sold, which isn't too bad. We're getting down to 5 hours to go in the transfer window, as other clubs showing interest in Meyer's stock. Stuttgart are. Okay, 4 hours to go. I think, you know what, I'm going to offer a swap deal. One of my youngsters. I'll move the wage budget across. If I move it all across, no, I need a bit for signing on fee. So 25,000 gives me 346,000 transfer budget. If I make it 28,000, just in case Maya wants a bit more on the wage front. Let's have a look. See who we can offer. He's valued at 3.6. I'm sure it was around a 4 million deal they wanted. We are going to offer nothing when I can get around to it. There we go. And we will offer you Camacho, Perez, Alonso, Pavlovic, Neil Taylor. Right, who shall I offer? I want a player that's around 5 million. Jordan Patterson could be the one. He's in bad form. You know what, we'll offer a straight swap deal. I think Patterson may have a bit more potential than Mia, but I need someone now rather than later. Here we go, 2 hours to go. Monterrey transfer offer accepted for a straight swap deal. Wow, it's great news. We'll offer Maya the 25 grand a week, clean sheet bonus of 10%, and a crucial first team role. Hopefully, with 2 hours to go, we can get this deal done. Need to hear back from him now, though. Here we go. Yes, contract offer accepted. Absolutely fantastic news. We have a good, solid core to the team now. We have Foster in goal. We have Medeiros and Mia at the back. That's an 80 rated keeper, a 79 rated defender in Medeiros, and I think a 79 rated defender in Mia. That is good, solid base to the team. The midfield is good. We have Moreno Fuentes and Silva, 78-79. We have Benzia, Soriano, Matux and Canteros. We have the strikers. Surely we can go up this season. Okay, youth squad report. Juan Marcos, 59 to 63 overall. He's going to be between 76 and 82. Okay, York City's biggest transfer was the sale of Milanov. What? Manager Bauer's chances of leading his club to glory may improve with his newest signing, Thiago Medeiros. The Brazil centre-back has been at the top of many managers' lists. Okay, so we've gone up to a 4.5 star team. Let's put our 2 new centre-backs in and see how this team looks. Yeah, wow, De Souza Silva's gone up to a 76. Camacho up to a 76. That looks a good, solid core to the team. But guys, I'll call it a day there. I'll be back with you in the next episode where I'll get my international management career up and running. Thanks for watching. Cheers.